Dr. Charmaine Monteith. She hails from Glasgow District in St. Anne, Jamaica. Her evolution from rural origins to regional and global prominence underscores her dynamic and passionate character as a consultant, transformational leader, and motivational speaker. Her literary works, which consist of motivational thoughts and poems as well as PR strategies, showcase her passion for knowledge dissemination. She's also recognized for her compelling speaking skills, advocacy, training acumen, and adept facilitation. Dr. Good Monteith possesses a unique talent for igniting the passion in others. Please help me welcome Dr. Charmaine Gooden Monteith.
My presentation is reposition your brand for success. And I tried my best to weave it into something to show you how God can really come through for you and for all of us. My journey from Southwest St. Anne, Glasgow District, Sendeka, PA, Bethany Primary School, and Grandma Rosa's School is a long journey. And I started out, I was very bright at primary school. I used to come in the first three at all times. So you can very well imagine how my parents expected me to do well. But guess what? I did the dreaded common entrance exam, and I walked about 2 miles to buy the cleaner. You know, it's a long time that cannot come out in the papers again. And when I went, there was no Charmaine Gooden. But guess what? God is a God of second chances, and that's why I believe in a second chances. Because guess what? It never happened again, because I decided from then that I was going to succeed. That was my trigger. And right now, even today, we just want somebody to doubt me. Because with God by my side, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. You hear what I say? Right? And I'm not going to spend time going to it. If you Google my name, you'll find it. God has come through time and time again. Apart from that major struggle when I failed my common entrance. And I did the entrance exam for St. Hilda's, which was much more difficult than the CEE. And I passed. And I made sure in 1P I came first. I came first in Spanish. I came first in maths. I don't remember the other two right now, but I came first in 4 subjects and came first overall. But God. Okay, all right. I have invested a lot in my education, and I'm saying to you, brothers and sisters, whatever you are good at, focus on that. I have just returned from a stint in Barbados. I was at the regional headquarters of the Caribbean Examinations Council as a talent acquisition manager. You hear me say I come from? A Glasgow I come from. But listen here, God is allowing me to take it to the world. And guess what? Before God gave me that breakthrough, I was going through a crisis, because for every breakthrough you have to go through a crisis. All of a sudden everybody want me job. Me study hard and me beat out the boys and me get the big job. And they start to pressure me. One morning I was driving into Kingston and I said, Father God, you're not going to make them bring disgrace to my name. What are you going to do for me, Lord? The Lord said to me, Lord said to me, looking at your phone, I'm going to come up with 3 companies. I say, as I reach my desk, I go and say a prayer, and I go and make some phone call. The first call that I made, I had no knowledge that there was a temporary vacancy. When I call, they asked me, are you willing to relocate? They interviewed me sometime after, and I was on the next flight 2 weeks after to Barbados. Look at God. Look at God. And I'm here, and the next season is here, and I'm going to continue to improve on my brand. Sisters and brothers, you have 1 minute or maybe even 30 seconds to just reflect on the question, who am I? Because guess what? It starts with you. We were all uniquely created by God. He knows our purpose from the beginning. He knows every strand of hair on our heads. What is your purpose? Do you have a personal brand? Do you feel stuck? Because sometimes you will feel stuck. But are you going to remain stuck, or are you going to tell it to Papa Jesus? You're going to ask the Lord? Are you doubting yourselves? Because sometimes people make you doubt yourself, you know. Sometimes you are confident people, and the way people treat you, you start doubting yourself. No, nobody make you doubt yourself. Are you afraid? Do you agree that fear can prevent you from building your brand? Have you ever done a vision board for yourself? I did that with some young people the other day. Ensure that you know where you want to go. Because if you don't know where you want to go, you will end up anywhere. Your brand has to be consistent. Your message has to be consistent. It has to be frequent. You have to be visible. What is the whole point if you can cook very well and it's only people at home tell you say nice? You're not working, you don't have a business, but it never crossed your mind that you could make it become your business. When your passion becomes your business, it is even better, because you will not feel as if you're working one day in your life. What is a personal brand? No, brand is a marketing term. Whether it is a service or a product, what makes you stand out? You have heard the sisters before. Sisters and brothers, today I have to tell you, we all have a story to tell. You heard where I said I started from, and that's not my whole story. And that is one of the reasons I love to do keynote speeches and do motivational talks. We all have a story to tell. So, what are the key points of branding? Personal branding is more than just a logo or a tagline, but those are important as well, because that is why you know Kentucky Fried Chicken. That is why you know CVM, looking in, looking out, looking even better. That's why you know TVJ, because but you don't necessarily have to have that. But it's about everything that you put in the pot. It's a potpourri of all the things that you put together to make you you. Personal branding, as I said before, is more than a logo. You have your vision, you have your mission. It gives you credibility. You have to be a trusted person. What's in your hands? I alluded to it before. Do you know where to begin? Are you one of those persons who you say to yourself, I don't have any brand, pour me a brand? What do you have in your? Say it again. Google that and see what the Bible says about that. What can you do? Can you bake? Can you sew? Can you do whatever? Do what you can do. Why personal branding? And I'll tell you why as we continue. Have you ever thought about what you wanted to do? You were uniquely created by God. I spoke about your purpose, your uniqueness. Your uniqueness is your brand. You ever pass all the jerk chicken men line up a Reddy's Road and wonder why all of them have their customers? Have you ever wondered why the stores can manage right beside each other? All the restaurants? Because each store, each person has a unique brand that is yours, that you can identify with. Have you ever stopped to reflect on your journey? And one of the things I'm happy for about my humble beginnings, me no have no shame. Me no want nobody think me come from Ocho Rios or Brownstown, or so me come from Glasgow District, St. Deca, PA, St. Anne. You are to own where you are from, because some people, the minute they see success, and they don't even remember where they come from, right? Oreen, my sister from St. Hilda's. Goal, you must have your goals. You must be creative, you must have a vision, we said that already. You must be innovative. Be authentically you, because that is the difference between you and somebody else. Some of us too fake. And fakeness not last. You have to be authentically you. So when people see me I come, they say, Lord, me like here already. Yes, me like here. She just down to earth. Me love that. And it's not a put on. When you work somewhere, you can leave and people write you and express how they feel to you. It makes you feel good, and you didn't even know you were touching them. I had this practice back in Barbados. When I would go in the canteen in the mornings and I would say good morning. I would have a little chit chat. Oh, that tastes nice. You can recommend that for me coming on. Oh, that's Jamaica, you know. And I would have those chit chats. I had no idea that the staff, they really liked it, and they told me when I was leaving that the face of HR was leaving. I was saying, look at God. because I was just doing it genuinely as somebody who likes to greet people and talk to them, you know. Do you have a personal vision or brand? What is your philosophy? What are your core values? And remember, we spoke about consistency. Your personal brands include how you invest in yourself. So some persons, not everybody good at the books. I may not tell you, say, because my brand is not yours. But that is what the Lord gave me. Focus on what you have in your hands. Don't try to imitate people, because when you imitate, you have to try too hard to keep it up, right? Your personal brand includes how you present yourself. So first impression is lasting. Have you ever walked into a room and a presenter comes? Immediately you sum up the presenter. I can tell you that. You look from head to toe. You think the person nice. You think the person don't nice. You think they don't look friendly. You're not two one here, that one there. But when you see that, you always form an image, and that's why they say you never get a second chance to make a first impression. Personal branding is intentionally packaging you. What is it about you that stands out? What is it? And if you notice, most of the things I'm asking you questions, because you need to ponder over them after this. Personal branding is the practice of promoting your skills and expertise as a professional. A reputable brand can get you where you want to be at a professional level, either in your organization or in your own business. How does your brand influence others? Are you using your God-given talent to ensure that you bring others along with you? Crafting your brand narrative is important. It's packaging yourself. How do you communicate your brand? How? And it's important, and there are many ways to communicate your brand these days. Risks. You have to take risks. Sometimes financial, sometimes all kind of risks. If you stay in your corner and don't push out your head, nothing not going to happen to you. And this thing about, what they say, we have one saying, what if you're not putting in the work, the Lord not even to you put in the work? You know, one guy said nothing wrong, and pastor said me misquote Bible. You are your own brand. It was Marshall McLuhan who said, the medium is the message. Because some people want to divorce themselves from the message. The medium is the message. And that is why sometimes some people say don't shoot the messenger, but sometimes people are going to judge you because of who you are. The medium is the message. Don't forget, Sami says so today. Personal. Your personal brand should be authentic and reflect you. I said that already. Your personal brand should be focused and specific, purposeful. Your personal brand should always have a purpose. New opportunities. I hope when you come, you not sit down with all your friends and you're at church, because how you going to meet people? Me come here, me talking, me not go talk for me. Sometimes you have to volunteer, because some people love get paid for everything. When you volunteer, sometimes the Lord just multiplies. The other day I went to the Human Resource Management Conference, and I met a lot of persons whom I didn't want to meet long time. You're a selfie. I mean, make sure we post them on LinkedIn, because, look here, hello, you have to make sure that you have to make sure that you build your brand by the people you associate with too. Not you, Florence? Yes. Build relationships, become a thought leader, know what you're doing, achieve your career goals. See, mind there, me trying to craft one. In a perfect, but I continue to do it. As a consultant, I leverage my expertise in communication, human resource management, training and education, and empower individuals and transform organizations, fostering growth, resilience, and success. The reposition in the journey, let the assessment start with us. You, the individual, because sometimes we like point finger when we look on within. Introspect. Be retrospective, be intentional. No, tell me no. I am recruiting, and you want a job. And you send me an email from my email address, sexymary@bluetooth.com. What you think, send me a go pick? You're not ready to work with shop, not you. You want a job, you put a proper sensible email, right? You need to make sure that you package yourself, and it's everything in the packaging, you know. I'll give you a little joke. Me on TikTok, you know, coming, I really have nobody to talk to. I was in Barbados, got my family out here. So every time I meet up on TikTok. But one of the reasons I joined TikTok, I was at an interview once, and this lady said she was going to use TikTok. And I said to her, myself, could you TikTok, we do something serious as college business? And I said, you know something? Before you judge, go do your research. And I realized that a lot of persons, a lot of traffic on TikTok, and so they have a big list, a wide list viewership as well. So it's good to be on TikTok. So there was a gentleman who presented at a conference that I was at. When me look, the man who always a dance on TikTok, so I say, come here. So I say, oh, you're the next presenter. When I see you dance on TikTok, I'm a follow you here, the man. Jesus, are you a second person see me since me coming up? And it was a big joke. It was so funny. But it's a good thing he wasn't doing any, you understand? But it's saying that you might think that you're one person on TikTok and think you're somebody else over LinkedIn. But they all connect. And we have to be careful of where we go and what we do. What are others saying about you? What are they saying? Is it easy to separate your brand from your business? No? I don't think so. No. Building our presence, and we spoke about TikTok. Are you an influencer? No. Everything about you an influencer now, right? But you have expos, you have conferences and so on. Some of the influencers, and do you notice that it's the bad influencers who have the thousands of followers? The other day my son was saying to me that, Mom, I saw this man with some tires and he was doing all kind of foolishness. And you know, I can't even understand what he's doing. And do you know how many followers he has? Those people not looking for anything serious. That's also a part of it too. You understand? You just put up something and you become influencer overnight. Brand success, we can look at Michelle Obama right here at our own Rev. The packaging of this conference, how she has lived her life. And Malala Yousafzai, or whatever you pronounce, the Pakistani girl who was shot years ago and she survived, how she is on a mission to educate girls. You know, want to take me down, no, come here someday. But don't underestimate the role of faith. The spiritual component of repositioning can't happen unless God has a hand in it. So you're going to reposition today because God's guidance every step of the way. That's what helped me be guided by the biblical principles of integrity, because that's gone through the window in Jamaica, and honesty. What lessons can you learn from the parable of the talents? Go and read it up if you don't remember. We learned that at school. Leverage your brand. Communicate, we said that already. Don't make it be a secret. Rethink. Revise. Rebrand. Reposition and use the letters in reposition. Redirect. Repurpose. Emancipate. Elevate. Be enterprising. Purpose and passion. Organize and opportunities, strategic, sincere, be your authentic self, be informed, be intentional, ignite a passion in others, be tolerant, be talent, find your talent, know what you have in your hands, inspire. Make sure you can also become an influencer, but a good one for Jesus Christ and for your business. Be industrious, own your brand, own your business, network constantly. Excellence, engage, dream, discover, design, this destiny, that's a model. Always remember, may have 0 minutes come, that the key to successful personal branding, reposition is authenticity and consistency. Always ensure that there is alignment between your actions and the image that you portray. Never miss an opportunity to share your value with your audience. Know your audience. Listen to the feedback that you get from your clients. Use social media and mass media to your advantage. Collaborate with other successful brands. Reposition journey.